32-year-old Jasmine Callens was a loving and outgoing woman who was described by her family as a scholar, basketball player, and mother to 5 children ranging from 5 to 14 years old. Motherhood was Jasmine's number one priority. Her children meant the world to her, and she meant the world to them. Jasmine was considered the life of the party and knew how to keep those around her laughing. Friends describe her as real and the type of person who will always help those in need. If you needed a place to stay, she would look out for you. No one could have ever predicted the tragic chain of events that would soon unfold. On November 12th, Selma police responded to the Vaughan Hospital after reports of a shooting in the 1500 block of Tremont Street. Upon arriving to the hospital, they would locate the unresponsive body of an adult female. The victim was identified as 32-year-old Jasmine Callens, who was taken to Vaughan Regional Medical Center, where she was sadly pronounced dead after succumbing to a gunshot wound. A look into the case revealed that Jasmine was shot inside of a vehicle and taken to the hospital. When officers arrived, they discovered that Jasmine had succumbed to her injuries from the gunshot wound. She had been shot in front of her children. Police would immediately identify 33-year-old Tremaine Walter, also known as C-Mo Carter Jr., as a suspect, considering him armed and dangerous, with a known violent history. U.S. Marshals have been called in to help track Walter down, but also wants the public to be on the lookout. The relationship between Jasmine and Tremaine still remains unclear. A look into Walter's past revealed a shocking reality. In 2019, Walter, along with his then-girlfriend, were charged with 2 felony crimes, accused of nearly starving to death one child and woefully neglecting another. His girlfriend and the mother of both children, 35-year-old Regina Hosey, faced the same charges. Alabaster police launched their investigation in November after they were contacted by the Shelby County Department of Human Resources. The victims were 2 children, a 3-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl. Hosey is the mother of both children, and Walter is the father of the young boy. Charging documents state that the little boy had a gastrostomy tube, also called a G-tube, which is a tube inserted through the abdomen that delivers nutrition directly to the stomach. It's one of the ways doctors can make sure kids with trouble eating get the fluid and calories they need to grow. Between November 2015 and November 2018, Walter and Hosey on more than one occasion failed to take the boy to doctor's visits to access the G-tube, causing him to lose nearly 10 pounds and suffer from severe malnutrition. It is in that case that they are charged with aggravated child abuse. The willful abuse of a child charge involved the 4-year-old girl. Documents state the young boy was left in the care of the 4-year-old for hours at a time, and police say she was forced to bear more responsibility than is feasible for a child her age. Both kids were placed in foster care, and the 2 are reportedly doing much better. Walter was held at the Shelby County Jail on bonds totaling $20,000, while his girlfriend was still being sought by police during the time of the incident. Jasmine's family and friends were devastated. Her children just want their mother back. Jasmine's murder marks the 19th murder in the city this year.
Tonight, we're talking to the sister of a Selma mother of 5 who was recently shot and killed. Her family is now trying to financially support those children, but they need help. WSFA 12 News reporter Julia Avent has that story tonight out of Dallas County.
Jasmine Callens was a scholar, basketball player, and mother. She had 5 children ranging from 5 to 14 years old.
She was a very good mother, and mostly of all, her kids loved her.
D'Amber Smiley is now mourning the loss of her sister. Callens was murdered on November 12th. According to Selma police, the 32-year-old was shot in front of her children by 33-year-old Tremaine Walter. It's a day her family won't forget.
It was the saddest moment of my life, and to hear kids, they just want their mom, and to know that she won't be coming back.
Now Callens' children are in the care of their grandmother. To help during this major life adjustment, Smiley has started a GoFundMe to raise money for the kids. We're told the money will be used to buy clothing and the many expenses that come with raising children.
I want my mom to get all the help that she can get, because leaving behind 5 kids, that's a really job.
A family trying to make it work admit an unexpected loss.
32-year-old Jasmine Callens was laid to rest on November 25th at Miller's Chapel Funeral Home in Selma, Alabama. As of right now, the whereabouts of 33-year-old Tremaine Walter remain unknown, and law enforcement, along with family and friends, are encouraging anyone with information to come forward. He is wanted on 2 counts of capital murder. The case remains ongoing.
Police are searching for an armed and dangerous suspect wanted in the city's 19th murder of the year. Reporter George McDonald has more from the West Alabama newsroom.
Selma Police Chief Kenta Fulford says investigators have identified a suspect in the Queen City's latest homicide.
We've discovered Mr. Tremaine Walter as a suspect, and we are looking for him at this time.
Walter is accused in the shooting death of 32-year-old Jasmine Callens. The mother of 5 was shot on the 1500 block of Tremont Street. Her children range in age from 14 to 5 years old.
The young lady was shot in front of the children. We believe that she was shot inside of a vehicle and taken to the Vaughn Hospital. When officers arrived at the hospital, they discovered that the young lady had succumbed to her injuries from the gunshot wound.
Fulford says Walter is wanted on 2 counts of capital murder. He says Walter has a violent criminal history and is considered to be armed and dangerous. He says U.S. Marshals have been called in to help track Walter down, but he also wants the public to be on the lookout.
If anyone have any information of his whereabouts, please contact the Selma Police Department.